regardless of how anybody feels. I will please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regardless about how anybody else feels. Oh man, Allah, how do I please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah says, well, keep the masjid clean. Allah says, make the line straight in the salah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, remove certain things in the masjid. Please Allah. Now it says, at the displeasure, man, well, hold on, man, you're changing up things, man, hold on. I don't want you to do that. I'm mad at you. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you do this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with you, and He will make the people pleased with you. So if you're doing something for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you find that the people are at odds with you, or maybe that the people may be fighting against you, or the people may be displeased with you, if it's for the pleasure of Allah, keep pushing, keep doing what you're supposed to do, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the end, He'll be pleased with you, and He'll make the people pleased with you. But you got to keep pushing. Now, the opposite of that, and this is all with regards to Tawakkal, fearing Allah, putting your trust in Allah. The opposite is those who displease Allah. Well, you displease Allah. You displeasing your Creator, displeasing the one that got your heart beating, displeasing the one that got you hearing and seeing with mal, give you the falus, giving you money. This is the one you displeasing by doing what you want to do. Allah says the one who displeases Allah at the pleasure of man. You do it for riyah, you do it to be seen, you do it for personal gain, whatever it may be. You want to please somebody other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, I'm going to please them. Well, I don't want them being mad at me. I don't want them thinking I'm a goody two-shoe. I don't want them thinking that I'm holier than thou. I want them to think that I'm still cool, that I'm still just like them. So I displease Allah at the pleasure of man. I please them. I please the people instead of Allah. What is the consequence of that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah will be displeased with you. And in the end, He said He will make man displeased with you as well. So therefore, you played yourself. So you was over there trying to please them, but in the process, all you did was play yourself. There's a verse or verses in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ وَمَا يَشْعُرُونَ. They wish to deceive Allah and they wish to deceive the believers, but yet they only deceive themselves, but they perceive it not. They wish to deceive the believers, they wish to deceive Allah. Like they think they can play Allah, or, you know, well, I'm going to play like this and then I'm going to get a fake reward because I'm going to play Allah, haha. They said they wish to deceive Allah and they wish to deceive the believers, the mu'mineen. They wish to deceive the true ones who's in rank, the ones who's truly striving to implement this deen. They want to play and act like they really among the mu'mineen. They really act like they striving for the deen. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they only deceive themselves. They only deceive themselves, those who want to please men, but yet they perceive it not. So again, those who displease Allah, go ahead and disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if you want to. Those who displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the pleasure of man, well, or even to please man could even mean to please yourself, to please your own nafs. Well, I want to do what I want to do. Well, I don't feel that there's nothing wrong with that because I feel I. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, man, I am the one that created you. He says, He is Allah. So who are we? We are nothing. And we are created from this worthless piece of fluid. This despicable piece of fluid. He said, look at you. This despicable piece of fluid that you don't even want it touching you. But yet, this despicable piece of fluid becomes all hot tea. I want to do what I want to do. This little despicable piece of fluid. Don't even want it on you. Get out of it. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, those who displease Allah and please man, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be displeased with them, and Allah will make the people displeased with you too. So you lose both ways. Your best bet is just to go ahead and do what Allah told you to do and win. You do anything other than that, you're going to lose, and the people are going to be talking about you. They're going to be saying that you're fake. They're going to be saying this and this and that because you please them and you weren't even real about it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will humiliate you. He will humiliate us if we please man instead of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we won't lose because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of all things. He has everybody in between his power, just his word of kun fayakun, be and it is. So surely if he, the one that created everything, is controlling the heavens and the moon, surely he could watch me and hold me and protect me and surely he can. It's easy for him. It's easy. It's nothing is hard for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you please man, you will displease Allah, and man will be displeased with you. But if you please Allah at the displeasure of man, Allah will be pleased with you and make the people pleased with you. Allah will make them respect you. You respect Allah, Allah will make them respect you. That's what Allah says. Okay? So this is to fear Allah and not man. To put your trust in Allah and not man. This is called Tawakkal. We'll write this down. The word for reliance or trust in Allah is Tawakkal. Tawakkal. You trust or reliance in Allah. Rely on Him. You trust in Him. That He's in control of all things. I put my trust in Him. So thus I'm going to trust that if I follow Him, He got me. I don't care. Well, if I walk through this door, I wear my hijab, they'll laugh at me. Oh, I put my trust in Allah. I'm going to please Allah. They will respect you in the end. They're going to ask you about your deen. They're going to ask you why. Now, if you have knowledge of your deen and you studied up on the subject matter of the hijab, you know what I'm saying, then you would find all the verses in the Bible that coincide with what the Quran says. So thus, when somebody asks you about it, you can show them from their own book too. See, Shaitan is the type that he said he will make that which is good seem bad and that which is bad seem good. I asked somebody the other day, I said, what's the difference between a nun and a Muslim woman walking down the street? What's the difference in their garb? What's the difference in the head covering? What's the difference in the clothing? Nothing. So why does one get treated one way and another one gets treated as if they're being oppressed? But is the nun being oppressed? Does anybody say that the nun is being oppressed? Does anybody say that the clothing of the nun is barbaric? No. But they say that the Muslim woman is being oppressed, she's backwards, she's Stone Age. But this is just a trick of Shaitan. Okay? This is how he does it. Trust in Allah. The next subject, this is called Tawakkal. Tawakkal. Okay? And this, again, pertains to anything. You know, we put our trust in Allah. We fear nobody but Allah. Okay? We put our reliance in Him. We turn to Him. We ask in Him. Anything that we need, we ask in Him. It's not too big for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said through the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I am what my servant thinks that I am. I am capable of doing what my servant thinks that I am capable of doing. Thus, nothing is impossible with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if you believe it. If you believe it, you receive it. If you believe it, you receive it. Okay?